Wait, didn't you send a picture in the group with like purple lighting?
Yeah, but I don't know if that was Wizard's Coast. Because I don't want to be like swiping somebody's artwork.
Just if you were mad, and then asked if I was mad.
Why?
It's borrowed. It's like, no. Like, you're mad? No.
I gotta tell you something.
Are you bad?
It could be.
You see the cup that you had today?
It's full of alcohol.
Yeah.
Who found it?
Oh. So Duke didn't say you were there. Duke didn't say you were there. So it was him and Olivia. Olivia threw it out.
I wasn't there. I knew it was full of alcohol though.
Oh.
I smelled it on her breath through the mask. I ain't no snitch. Until she knocks something over and falls on the floor.
She get fired for that.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
We should have framed it on Sarah.
It's not lagging anymore.
I killed two birds with one stone.
It's-
It wasn't lagging, now it's lagging.
Yeah, it's lagging now. I don't know.
Bad thing is, it might not even be us.
Right, yeah.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everything's fucked. Everybody sucks.
Okay, so I just swiped the picture I used from you. So, no infringement there.
We don't have any more. My sources are linked at the bottom of the picture.
I'm not cool like you, alright?
Some of us have full body pictures. Some of us have no arms or legs. This whole time,
Gosh, kid.
never noticed he had no arms or legs.
I don't need them.
But that shoulder though. That's why he has all the charisma, but never sleeps with anybody. You can't.
Bring Batty back. Bad lag, yeah. Is the lag so terrible at this point? Is it bad on the website?
What's that? Dude, something's going on.
What's going on?
I don't know.
His phone was just
I was
like...
getting bad lag, and earlier too. Yeah, we're not sure what's going on, dude. It's like it's an open revolt.
As for hashtag bring Maddie back, she will be playing next week.
Oh really?
Yes.
Does that mean you won't?
I will.
Oh okay. And you?
Mhm.
Nice. Thank you, Jacob.
They learn so quick. So we don't have to.
Right? That's what it's all about.
It's all about that end game. Don't copyright me, Disney.
I wonder what's going to happen when she gets back. Okay.
I hate you, Twitch.
You hate Twitch?
Yes, I can't even get in on my phone now.
She opens, I open.
I give up.
So like,
I guess she'll be showing Maddie on rotating food on the go and opening shifts or giving us open closes.
we should do that, especially since 6 a.m. starts.
Well, look, she'll just shut me on registry.
So I'm already starting to check Jasmine register one day.
But that's for a Jacob alone shift, ain't it? But that's for a Jacob alone shift here.
Trying one more thing.
They are for her, right? He's 11 and she's here to cashier these things.
It was just... I went to spell
on
half-elf,
that.
but I used an H instead of an A, so it was health. And then I went to go fix it, and it typed out hail, and I'm just like, damn it.
He fell into the wormhole. Let Toby out of the room. Why is the room so dark? Did you finally put treats back in the damn thing?
He'll go make a noise, so he might go. You see Toby.
No, fuck it. Ain't logging is me. It's logging.
Guess we're just going to do voiceovers today.
Huh?
Guess we're just doing voiceovers
Yeah, I don't
today.
know. How's the sound coming through? Is it coming through at all?
I thought you put Panda Queen. I was like, that's her.
Hmm?
I thought you put Panda Queen instead of Raven Queen. I was like, that's her.
It's not lagging now.
Is it not like?
I don't think.
Since I started to bite of this gummy bear till now, we're behind.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at my my activity monitor, and I've got like this group Google Chrome helper thing going on. It is like everywhere. So I was trying to get rid of that because it was like just little bits, like little bits of processing power, but like there was like 1,000 of them. So
Yeah.
so I was trying to get rid of those, and I think I did.
What's half proficiency? That's from bards are good at everything, right? That's because bards are good at everything, basically, right? The half proficiency.
Yeah.
Think so.
But it could also be something with the update that I just got with the slobs as well.
Can't be charmed or put to sleep by magic. Advantage to make this concentration. He gets a bonus with concentration. So just imagine, pow!
Sorry, I was clearing a lot. Everything sounds good and looks good. All right. Well, if it sounds good and it looks good, then I guess let's go ahead and play until it crashes down. So, if it does. So. With that delay, so last time you guys were. Oh God, what did happen last time? You guys got involved in.
I don't want to talk about it last time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So, so you had a prisoner delivered to you by Benson.
Mm-hmm.
Who was.
Still got a question, huh?
Yes. Who you still have to question. And then you guys were attacked by some members of Xanatar's guild.
Hobgoblins, yeah.
Rowdy bugbears.
Bugbears, sorry.
Yeah, rowdy bugbears. And then you were. What else happened?
Hunter snapped.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you discovered, or it got to a point where Hunter's brain thing became an issue that you had to solve.
Yes.
And you guys ended up getting a magic jar, chasing the brain out and capturing it. And so now you have a brain in a jar. Unfortunately, Hunter is now dead. So Nick will be picking up the slack with Floon, and Kat, who is Hunter's wife, is looking to resurrect him, but
At a discount.
but hopefully at a discounted price, because 1,000 gold is. Well, you can't put a price on love, but you can put a price on resurrection. So.
You can put a price on cheating.
Put it that way, it sounds so much better.
There is still this scarecrow job that is looming amongst other things that are going on. You guys were kind of bombarded with opportunities last time. Somebody dropped a fireball in the back alley. And that's kind of going on. And then you specifically, Derek specifically wants to check out the see if any other animals are like sensitive to the presence of these intellect of ours.
Yes.
Besides griffins, like preferably something I guess that you could take with you.
Yeah.
And then you still have to question this prisoner. Now that being said, did I miss anything?
A gang of doppelgangers that 2 people want us to recruit.
Did you mention the scarecrow?
You did mention the scarecrows. And then Silverhand wants us to find out about the city guard being assassinated. That's not high on the list, but just things going on.
Yeah. Yes, there's an assassin that Silverhand would like rounded up. It has been hinted that would be in exchange for
Protection.
some protection from the Xanatar's Guild. And so morning happens. The tavern. It's morning in the tavern. What is everybody doing?
Cleaning up, so.
Yes. A lot of stuff was broken after the bugbear fight, so.
I'm trying to get things back in order.
Right.
Oh man, let's see if thieves.
Huh?
You say it says Sea of Thieves?
It shouldn't. On Twitch?
On Twitter.
Oh, on Twitter?
Yeah, I posted the link in Twitter and it says see if thieves.
I got it changed on Twitch and Restream.
Yeah, it's right on Facebook.
Just repost it again. So so you're cleaning up, Derek. What are you doing?
Basically, right at dawn, I'm heading out to the stables to make sure that while the brain is in the jar, the hippogriffs still react.
Okay.
Or griffins. Or griffins. Which one? Whatever they want.
Hippogriff. I think we went with hippogriffs.
Yeah.
Because I tried to team up.
Before I go to the pet store.
Yeah, and the hippogriffs will respond.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll take them out there. Sauver's like, hey, what's up?
Hey, checking in, making sure everything was still going. No more arson attempts or anything like that going on.
She says no, but she will have the addition of the wazoo, and she'll say no. But did you hear about this theory that the Black Viper is like Amaya Castellanter's like evil twin sister who's scarred and is pillaging the noble houses of the.
I did hear that. It's a bit.
She's like, those guys will write anything.
They will.
And she says, I hear that new writer that took Gaxley's place is quite a tool too.
Oh yeah. Might even be a little bit worse.
He is worse.
But yeah, and they will react. They start to go into a ruckus as soon as you enter the barn. And she's going around. She's trying to calm them down. She's like, I don't know why this keeps happening.
Well,
She
you're
says-
obviously busy. Have a good day.
Yeah, she's like, why? She's like,
That was weird.
yeah, trying to hold down the fort here. And what are you doing in this one?
You see Floon sliding down the rail on the steps with the whistle, like an old sitcom.
With a slide whistle?
Yeah. Yeah, do that. Talking about the door. Goes to start pouring a drink and forgetting about everything.
Okay. And Kat.
I am wrapped up in a blanket in my room crying.
Oh, why are you crying?
My husband's dead.
And I can't afford it.
Can't afford the resurrection.
You say
As she sits there surrounded by shining objects.
she goes to wipe.
I could afford it.
20
Stroke
people's
polishing the ring.
she goes to wipe away a tear with the giant ruby studded ring on one finger.
Where will I ever find the money?
1,000 gold.
I just don't have that.
Just happens to have 20 people's wallets just laying there.
That's a good point.
And
I'm going to pickpocket more people.
or you could pickpocket one very wealthy person.
Intent to party in 3 days? 2 days?
Yeah, there's a party coming up. Maybe next week. Yeah, maybe next week we'll do the party. Yeah.
Pickpocket a lot of people.
Yeah. So you're crying.
I'm crying.
And as you are crying, a small butterfly will enter the room, and when it lands on the bedside, when it lands on the bedside table next to you, you realize that it's not a flower, but instead it's a folded piece of paper. And it but it acts like a butterfly or a flower. Did I say flower? A butterfly. It's not a butterfly. It's a small folded piece of paper, and it kind of just rests on the desk and like flutters its wings a little bit. This familiar scent sort of trails after it, and and it just sits there as if waiting.
I'll read it.
Okay.
I feel like I need a shed or something.
As you unfold the note, it almost unfolds itself, and you can hear this beautiful serenade, like sort of ringing out throughout the room in Quasar's voice, and it practically sings the letter to you in sort of this sing-song voice. And
Heard about your husband.
It will communicate to you that that since the party is next week, that it is urgent that you go get fitted for whatever fancy apparel you're going to be wearing.
Okay.
And he has like a little address to meet him by. Meet him at. It's in the North Ward. It's like a fancy clothing store, and then he goes on and then the last paragraph is basically just praising Kat for her for her grace and beauty, and
Ignores all the time she's messed up.
and all that.
Ignores that he almost stole from him.
And all that.
You stole his heart from across the room.
So yeah.
How does he make these notes?
Yeah, I don't know
Flute,
why
how's
it's
he
doing
make these notes?
that. I just don't know why it's doing that.
What? Don't want
I just see it leaves.
on Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Or it's spine on Facebook. Same link.
Yeah. So with your morning activities out of the way, what do you guys do next?
Time to head to the fields. Scarecrows.
Yeah, let's take care of that.
Ah, yes, the scare.
Reestablishing the supply line.
It'd be great to have
To
10
the
in a field
alchemist.
full of something that could burn.
Anyway. Moving on.
Taking shots while I can. I feel like Flume's actually putting it in there. We should probably get Hunter back before the ball.
Why is that?
It's the perfect time to get rid of the other bard.
Damn.
What bard?
The one you smell like right now, like the letter that flew in your window.
It's some interesting and powerful magic.
It's a level 20 sorcerer, goddamn.
The power of love.
I mean, you're a widow. Do what you want.
Technically, yeah. We're technically on a break right now.
Take a break on marriage.
Well, she is a widow.
Yeah, so it's a little different.
So totally gonna kill the bard now.
Well, I mean, I could just take all this money and run.
What you want?
There's a lot of
So, outlying farms. So farms outside of the actual city. As you leave the noise and the mess of the city behind you, and step into the rural surrounding area, you notice the air is at once like clean and pure, and then you're just hit with the smell of shit, like fertilizer across the land. And, whoa,
It's pretty strong.
It's practically crazy.
huh?
It's practically froze.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
You've gone stop motion.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, my system is is where it usually is. I gotta wonder if it's something with that update and OBS. Either something there or just the connection in general. But the connection seems to be fine too. So, well, I refreshed and it seemed like it was.
It's back up.
Okay. So, but in this, in the rural countryside, you have been directed towards. You have been directed to a farming community called Undercliff, and
Is it like on the nose? Is there a cliff out there?
there's no cliff.
There's no cliff.
There's
Okay.
no cliff. So when you reach there, you can see that there's basically you're just sort of marching through farmland, and then periodically there will be like a like farmhouse here and a farmhouse there, and then
Here, farmhouse,
like
farmhouse.
the actual town, I guess, of Undercliff is just a few very modest buildings, kind of a collection of modest buildings where you can see there's like a feed store and like a like a bar of sorts, kind of like a saloon kind of style kind of thing, and maybe a couple other like supplies buildings.
Okay.
But really just glorified sheds. Like it's very modest.
Did the notice say who to look for?
The notice said to the notice said to talk to Grendon at the One Horse Saloon. And before you stands the One Horse Saloon. And true to its name, there is literally one horse outside.
Mm-hmm.
This whole town is to the ticket.
Alright. Go on in.
Yeah.
So when you enter the place, everything is covered with a nice layer of dust, and the bar appears to be unmanned, and although there is one lantern lit, sort of it's not funny. Although there is one lantern lit that sort of hangs from the ceiling above the bar, providing some dim light throughout the room. The tables are kind of a ramshackle state. The whole place just it looks almost abandoned. So.
Alrighty.
Okay.
there any other rooms, or is it just
It's just the one room, and then the bar, and then you can see a door behind the bar that looks like it goes back to another room.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna check that door.
So as you round the edge of the bar to go behind it, you will see lying on the floor is the body of a man.
All right.
A very portly halfling.
To taking a nap? Or?
Yeah. Upon closer inspection, you can see that he is indeed has dozed off into a slumber.
I won't bother.
Wait, what was the name of the guy again? Which was fun?
Brendan?
Brendan. I'm still going for the door.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
When you go back into the door, you can see that's like a
Do we have to step over him?
Not quite. And you can see that there's like a supply room back there. There's like maybe 2 barrels and like a couple casks, and that haven't been tapped. And it just looks like a small supply room.
Okay.
What are you doing? So, yeah, what are you gonna do?
So I'm just kind of closing the door. I'm not really being quiet about it. Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to sneak in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. You close the door?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
it's
so
kind of bullet shut.
So when you close the door, it makes like a closing door sound, and he'll like kind of sort of snort awake, and he'll say, and he'll produce from under him like a dagger, and he'll kind of like wave it in the air, and he says, he says, "Who goes there?"
Looking
He says,
for.
"I know how to use this thing."
Oh, easy, buddy.
Yeah. You guys open?
He says, "Oh, a customer. Well, we are now." And he says, "What do you have? We have grog or grog?" And I think I've got some bread in the back. And he goes to open the door, and he reaches up to fiddle with the handle and to push it, and it appears to be stuck. So he sort of gives it all his weight, and it comes open all at once. He sort of tumbles forward. You hear some some clattering around in the back room there, and then sure enough, he comes out with like a half a loaf of bread that looks like it's been gnawed off at the tip. And he says, "Bread, grog, and only 5 silver."
Oh.
All right, 2 silver, 2 silver. You look like city folk. I thought maybe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll have some grog. And we're looking for Brendan.
Well, you found him. I'm good.
Well, sit down and tell us about these scarecrows.
Ah, you're here for this. You're here for the job.
Yes.
Oh, I thought maybe somebody had lost the notice. We've got scarecrows. Well, one has a pumpkin on his head. Another is let's see. One has a pumpkin on his head. Another one is let me think. And one wears a sackcloth hood. The other one has a pumpkin, and the third one is just covered in a blanket.
Okay.
They've been terrorizing, spooking everybody.
No, it's terrible business.
It is terrible for business. Look at this place.
Can I
Haven't
cast
seen-
vicious mockery for the hell of it?
Haven't seen a customer in days. People are too afraid to come to town. Especially at night when they strike.
Oh, they strike at night. Good thing we didn't show up first thing this morning. So whereabouts do they strike?
Here and there. I think the Jones had them one night, and then the Telefars had them the other night, and then I think over across I think the Manda Barons had them the next night after that.
Does anybody have a map? Just lay the map out.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, I don't need a map. I can tell you how to get anywhere. Just ask."
Where's the scarecrows?
Where's the scarecrows?
Yeah.
Oh, well, the Joneses had them the one night, and then the Mandabarans not the next night, but the night after that, and then I believe the Telefars had them the next night after that.
I mean, currently.
I don't know, that's where we hired you.
He said he knew everything.
He said how to get everywhere.
He says,
How do you get to the scarecrows?
Scarecrows aren't aware.
He says the farmers have gotten together. They've collected about 200 gold amongst themselves to be rid of the pest. So
I would like to think we can help you with your little problem there.
Yeah. So yeah, if you can let us know how to get to the Jones and the Teleflars and
just down. You had to take the Golden Way to come down, right? And then so you go back up the Golden Way. You go off the path a little bit, and then you'll find yourself on another path. It doesn't have a name. We call it the Cartway. You go down the Cartway, cross the creek, and then you'll be at the edge of a field, and straight through that field, that's where the Jones live.
If you come to the stump.
You've gone too far.
No. If you come to the stump, you're closer to the Mandabarons.
Okay. Understood. I've got it.
Hey, what's up, Morgan?
What about that tree that's split by the fence?
So this sounds like a stakeout job.
Yep.
If Hunter was here, I'd make so many jokes. Damn it. Somebody obviously does it.
What?
Mrs. Character.
I miss him.
Mm-hmm.
Just not
Go play for Bard.
just not more than she would miss that ring.
Very shiny thing.
That
And
you don't
Hunter
even.
would love me to have it.
It was his dying wish.
Yeah, it was his dying wish.
No, his dying wish was in the sewers, so I don't think I.
Hey, we're retelling the story. This is your memorial. I mean, you don't get any input.
Y'all are not taking care of my actual funeral. It was his dying wish for me to have his Xbox. You don't even play Xbox. Shut the fuck up.
Cat incoming.
So,
What do you mean we're not taking care of your funeral? We have you preserved in the basement. Every couple of days, Rav goes down and continues the preservation.
Stop. She hits the reset button once a week.
Yeah.
Hopefully she never forgets.
We could get you a nice fancy glass top and everything. You know, since the holes in the back of your head, I mean, it doesn't even look like you have any injuries.
He can burn you.
Oh, that is what Hunter would want.
See, I know my husband.
And then magically Hunter appears again. What happened?
So I'll ask Brendan before we go, is there a specific time, is there a pattern, like when these attacks occur?
he says usually at night, and it's just been in the past couple weeks or so. Usually about once a week.
It's all different hours?
At night, and they're scary. Did I mention they were scary? And just at night, yeah.
Let's go talk to somebody else.
Exactly.
We've people mostly been seeing them after they've been drinking here, and then they're on their way back home.
Understood. We will check back in later. With an update.
Okay.
Yep.
So we guys doing it?
Jones.
All right, cool. So as you're heading towards the Joneses, the evening is coming to a close. Like the sun is starting to set. It's getting close to dusk when you arrive at the Joneses, and you can see that you can see this very large, sturdy-looking but not fancy-looking structure or house. So it's about 2.5 stories, and the porch is just filled with people.
We're having a party?
It would sound like it. Yeah, there's music going on. There's loud talking and a little bit of you can hear the clink of tankards. That's maybe the sloshing of ale. But when you guys approach, the noise kind of comes down, this halfling in overalls will kind of stumble down the steps and say who goes there?
Oh, we're the Golden Company. We're here to help with the scarecrows.
Oh, the scarecrows. Thought you were the scarecrows for a second. Well, come on in. We've got plenty of drink to spare. And
wearing a blanket.
we've just finished dinner and we're about to start on second dinner.
My kind of
Sounds good.
We arrived just in time.
You have a bar for entertainment.
And indeed, you can like smells are wafting out of the house, and you go in. They invite you in. There's a large table just filled with food, and everybody's kind of going around and meeting you all. There's too many names to count. Like it's probably about 20 people, but like their names are all like
Too many spiders for the island.
too useless to make up.
Yeah.
You probably never use them again. So.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The Nettlebees.
Granny, no!
So who can provide us with more details on
His name's Kip.
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 Well,
Read it later.
Kip will actually tell you that that Tony Balls. Now, why is that funny? That Tony Balls is actually the one that saw that saw the scarecrow.
All right.
And you know who Tony Balls is because he perks up when he hears his name, and he says I saw it, I can tell you every detail. He says one had a pumpkin for a head, the other was draped in a blanket, and then the other had a sackcloth over his head like a hood. The very vision of death they were. They scared my horse.
Well, did they now?
I thought we were going to film. It's just going to be 3 normal ass scarecrows.
Well, what time of night was it? I think it's 3
He
guys.
says, well, I just left the tavern,
Club?
so it had to be, I don't know, close to midnight, I suppose.
Excellent. That's very helpful. Maybe. And you only saw the 3?
He says, yes, they were traveling together, like they were best friends.
Was anyone harmed?
Oh no, they came out. They gave my horse quite a spook. Almost bucked me off, but luckily the horse was able to run, and we were able to get away from it without any incident. Same thing happened to the I forgot their names now. What were their names? Same thing happened to the Telefars and the Mandiburns.
Yes.
Can I roll an insight?
Is it possible that perhaps it was some kind of prank? Some kids?
Well, I suppose so.
I mean, if no one was harmed.
And he gives a whistle, and then like 6 halfling children will appear out of nowhere, like coming out from under tables.
Whoa.
And like yeah. And he says you lot, just get on top of each other, and they'll start to stack up like 3 at a time. And he says, that's about the right height. Could be a prank. Damn good one though.
It's the same
the fellow
kid.
with the pumpkin head didn't have anything inside,
Oh.
It was an empty pumpkin.
save for a single flame.
Ooh.
So it was 2 holding a
A
pumpkin.
flame of hell fire.
Could be.
Or it could
I mean,
be.
you've heard talk of, demon devil worshippers in the city, right?
Indeed.
He says, "Pfft, probably devil worshippers, the whole lot of them." He says, that's why I don't go to the city anymore, except for the festivals. I like the festivals. Lots of good drink.
Indeed.
Speaking of good drink, you should come to our bar.
He says, oh, you have a bar, do you?
Yes.
Well, what kind of ale do you serve there? I'm a bit of a connoisseur myself.
Oh no, what's on the menu?
We have a wide array of ales and wines. Recently, we're featuring the Waterdeep Brown.
Oh, Might as well be serving horse piss. He says,
Oh, we saw that too.
He says, I'll give you something you can't get in the city. He says, you carry on with your job. I'll see if I can, I'll go down to the cellar and see if I can rustle up a cask of something special.
Do we have time?
No, I mean, we can stop by later. But,
Well, very good.
the Mandelbergs, they're nearby, right?
Yeah. If you go over the stream and then down the cart path, once you come to the stump, they're not too far beyond that.
Okay.
That's the stuff.
Now, not the new stump, the old stump. The new stump will be if you come to the new stump, you've gone too far.
So the first stump.
Yes, the old stump.
My intelligence score is dropping.
Welcome to the country.
Ding 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 ding.
Turn left where the red barn used to be.
Which one? Even Paige only has one red bar.
That's the one with the star on it.
Ah! What kind of star? The Northern Star? A regular star? The flag star?
So yeah. So what you guys do next?
So what's the name of these people?
You got the Joneses,
Is that where we're at now, the Jones?
You got the Mandalbars, and you got the
Teletubbies?
Telefarms.
Okay.
Did Terry just leave?
Yep.
He's out.
And then fuck this shit, I'm out. He's the one thwarting the plans. Sable's actually playing Quasar.
Or kill Sable.
So
yeah, we will move on and go see what we can find at the Teletubbies.
Back, so.
What?
you're traveling in the dark.
Yes, absolutely. In hopes to maybe gain some. Maybe we can catch them in the act.
Huh?
Maybe we can catch them in the act.
Oh yeah. So as you're moving.
Well, hold on. I want to consult the rest of the group. For me,
So the bird's gone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully for
In what ways?
Hopefully for a good reason.
It's not in the front yard.
The other cat has it.
Technologically, also, again, maybe my end still looks a little fuzzy. Yeah, I'm just kind of, I don't know.
It's looking good on mine.
Yeah, it looks good on mine too.
So Teletubbies?
Teletubbies.
So whatever they are.
No, the Mandalbars are the ones that are closer.
Oh, the
And
Mandalbars are
the
closer?
Telefars.
Teleport. Alright, let's head to the Mandelberg, see what we can find. I guess he says it's nighttime. But
Yes.
So-
Traveling during the night. Dangerous.
this ain't.
Nick, you've been bested.
I have to ask. Did you have a standby McChicken this whole time?
Yes.
I mean, not this whole time, but
So,
How
I mean, it's
This
not
evening.
Barovia. We can travel at night.
So,
We
it's looking a lot like Barovia.
Yeah, it is.
So,
pumpkins filled with hellfire.
Nooses and trees.
So, you guys are
Feels like home.
heading in the direction. Everybody give me a perception check.
13.
15.
13? 18? Okay. 15? Yes.
That's his answer.
20.
Okay.
Oh.
You want to roll to 20. That's 0.
So, you'll be the one to hear the rustling and the rustling in the leaves along the cart path, and
Is there much moonlight?
there's
Clear
enough
sky.
moonlight to where you're not like running into shit, but it's still pretty dark.
Okay.
you'll be the one to hear the rustling of the leaves off of the Cartwright path, and then followed by a low hum, which you all hear, and like a sing-songy kind of hum, and not even really that good, Flynn. Kind of off key. Kind of an off key.
Sounds off key to me.
It's an E flat. I mean, come on,
It's not
guys.
even an E, it's more like a... like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I'll stop on my tracks and be like, shh. You hear that?
Wait, did you stop in the bar for food?
There's a whole damn house. There's a whole table full of food.
Oh yeah. Each of you were handed a kerchief. Like,
Yeah, I
full
got
of food.
to go back and
like a biscuit, probably a leg of something, and
A leg of something. It's Russian roulette of what you get.
We don't ask questions.
It could be chicken, could be a cow, could be a horse.
Pretty big bag then.
and now, but yeah, this is what you hear on the path.
You're holding the leg.
Barthel.
But
That's what you hear.
yeah, that's what I do.
Okay.
Train.
Stealth mode.
Like, is there a tree line or something?
Yeah. On the other side of the cart path, there's like tall grass, and then like a tree line. Yeah.
Over there.
Did you roll a stealth check?
Yeah.
And?
8.
So Derek begins to stealth, and immediately sinks down into the ground with one foot, having discovered like a gopher hole, and sort of stumbles forward, creates kind of a racket. The humming will stop, and you'll hear this brusque voice go, "Who goes there?"
I'll slink down.
Derek! Ow!
He says, "Well, Derek better show himself, or else he's gonna get the sharp end of my blade."
Stand up. I fell in a hole, damn it.
He says, "What are you doing out here so late? Why are you sneaking up on me?"
Who was sneaking?
Not him.
Well, you got a point there. It's still pretty dark. You have dark vision, though, right? Yeah, I believe you have dark vision. What race are you?
I think I'm human.
Oh, you're a human. No, you're not.
Dark vision.
That's right. You have dark vision. Yeah. So you can kind of see through the tree line. You can see the outline of a sexy man.
Ooh.
Sexy man.
I follow this one.
Kind of fine.
You can't even see it yet. Mine!
Just like, I don't what?
I can show you the world. Flume's radar went on. Mine! Okay. Do you have bagpipes?
Yeah. So in the dim light, you're going to see an orc, and he's got a blade on his back, and he has a bow and arrow
Notch.
knocked ready to fire. Like not completely, but so that all he has to do is just raise it up and pull it back and fire.
Skyrim.
And you actually recognize him because you just bumped into him the other day at the alchemist shop.
Oh, yeah.
But he does not seem to recognize you.
This is the bandit, isn't it?
Hmm?
This is the bandit, isn't it?
No, I think it's somebody else. Yeah. No, I wouldn't say out loud.
This is that.
And he says, well, that's for sure. You weren't sneaking. And he says, where's the rest of them? I can smell
Yeah, I'll pop up.
especially the one with the perfume.
Oh, he's right there.
Smells like the same perfume. Okay.
It's not perfume, it's beard tonic.
He's a Dapper Dan man, damn it.
It's flavored beeswax.
Flavored beeswax.
I will approach at that point and introduce myself.
In the wrong direction.
So he's gonna sort of. Are you guys traveling with any light? Do you have light?
I would probably do.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably do too.
So
A lantern, maybe.
so when you illuminate the area, you can see that he has. You can see this orc guy. He's got like a sword, and he's also got a very impressive. And you would key in on this. He has a very impressive bow, and it's actually larger than a great bow. It's like an oversized bow, and
It's an epic bow.
yeah, and you're not even sure if you could wield it.
It's bigger than
But him being an orc, he seems to be very strong. So
Very
like,
muscular.
yeah, but he kind of holds it with ease, and so that's what you see when you come out. Cat, with your perception check from
Shiny.
earlier, not well, so shiny, but in a different way. Bioluminescent.
Okay.
He has a peeking out of a small satchel that is on the ground next to him. You can see that there's this some kind of flower or something that is like glowing, that has like a natural glow to it. You can see it sort of peeking out of his satchel.
Grab it.
I want it.
Mayjan. Invisible Mayjan.
This is why we left Waterdeep broke. While Cat retires to some private island somewhere.
With her 3 bards and a druid.
No.
Well, Druid's body.
We haven't established it yet. She keeps Rav's spell on loop.
18.
For what?
Sleight of hand to steal it.
Oh, for sleight of hand to steal it. Okay. So while the conversation's going on, you kind of just like back up into the foliage, like you disappear into the foliage. And what'd you roll?
18.
18. Okay. So you're gonna kind of start fiddling with the satchel, and you're gonna pull out the flower, right? And kind of tuck it away. While you're doing that, he kind of notices that you're fiddling with the satchel, but he doesn't see you actually take the flower. But he's gonna turn around and he's gonna say, "Hey, leave that alone. Can you keep your dog on a leash, please?"
Excuse me, I'm a cat. Well.
Whatever you are, I don't take kindly to people rifling through my things. And he's gonna kick the satchel sort of back behind him. He says, "And you still haven't told me what you're doing out here."
Oh, we're working a job.
I want to cast Friends to make this guy less hostile.
Scarecrows. Terrorizing.
And he says, "And what kind of job would that be?" And you can see he's like, he's got his finger on the trigger.
Well, there's been a scarecrow problem around here, and we're on our way to the Mandenbergs to get some more information.
That seems to relax him a little bit. He says, "Scarecrows. These old farmers out here make up any old tale, won't they?"
Well, I suspect that it could be something to this. A prank of sorts.
He says, "Well, on your way then."
Nice boat, by the way.
And he looks at your bow and he says, "Yeah, I guess you would say that, wouldn't you?"
Well, I guess I would. I'm not a big, strong orc like you.
He says, "Strength's got nothing to do with it," and he's going to let you hold it.
Alright.
It is light as a feather.
I will try and draw it.
It's a little disorienting, at how light it is.
Oh, it's like the plastic cups at Madison. It's like the plastic cups at Madison.
Yeah, it's a little disorienting how light it is. He says,
Am I able to draw it?
yeah, with ease.
Where'd you get? Where everyone get this?
He says, "I got friends." he says, he says that wood there comes, fuck, what's that, like, famous elvish place, like silvery moon, maybe, or
Silver Moon.
yeah, sure. And he says those elves up there, they don't part with that wood easily, but I got me a connection.
That's awesome. Congratulations. And I'll hand it back to him.
Yeah.
Looking at the group, though.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
And
Well, if I'm ever up that way, I'm gonna see about getting.
and he says, "Good luck. Those elves are stingier than a nun with her virginity."
And I'll chuckle really loud.
Wait, did I just hear that right?
He's a rough customer. He says things that aren't nice.
Charm me.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Hopefully.
Everything I need.
Helpful.
Wingman for Flip.
Give him flower back.
No, I'm just kind of.
Did he say what he was doing out there?
No.
I'm not asking.
That's what you doing out. You big, strong man.
He says, "I really don't see how that's any of your business."
Well, you asked while we were out here.
Well, I had reason to ask. There's more of you than me. I'm trying to figure out if I'm being cornered or ambushed. Although, nothing unambushed.
I mean, in a bush, maybe.
I mean, a little helpful advice if you're hunting for these scarecrows and you're trying to get the drop on them. You should probably put that guy up on a horse or something.
I'll take that.
Okay.
We had a horse.
But he died.
And then he died.
You haven't happened to have seen him, have you?
He says, "No, I've not seen anything out here. Not yet."
Kind of want to charm him. For the hell of it.
Hi.
For the hell of it. We're bard.
Alright, well you take
doing
care
I
and
know what he's doing out here.
we're on our way.
He's suspicious as hell.
Yeah, I'm more charming. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, alright. Don't they get angry if they find out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shatter.
So you're either going to find out
Oh,
really
really?
piss her initiative.
You said wisdom. He rolled an 18.
He didn't seem like the wise guy, yeah. But I stand corrected. He knows that I tried to charm him.
Yeah. He's going to.
I just wanted to play the song of love.
Yeah. He's going to. He's gonna.
Hit. Whatever he said.
Maybe 18 versus your AC.
Like I said, hit.
So he's going to reach up. He's going to grab you. He's going to pull you real close, and
Don't tease me.
he's going to.
Just shut her.
Big boy.
He's going to pull you real close, and he says, "No, the reason I didn't shoot you is because I can't justify wasting an arrow on your pitiful little life. But if you ever try to charm me again," he says, "I'll strangle you with my bow."
God, he's sounding hotter by the second.
I'm putting you to sleep.
You're putting me to sleep?
Yeah.
Gotta cast it first.
And then he'll kind of, he'll like push you away. Oh man.
I'm already on my way.
Flynn's in love.
Yeah, I'm headed to the Mandenburgs.
Flynn is gay. Let's be honest.
He's not me.
He's both. He's
He is
trisexual.
now.
He's trisexual.
Strapping
He'll
orc.
try anything. Wait, strapped in orc.
Alright, heading on.
It doesn't matter. He likes being dominated. It's Flynn.
And I'm keeping a really close eye field too along the way. For any movement, any sound.
Yeah, you guys make it to the Mandibars without any other incident. When you approach the Mandibar homestead, for a second you're a little disoriented because you feel like you almost just you're back at the Joneses. It's the exact same scene.
Are they keeping up with the Joneses?
Huh?
No.
Apparently,
Shot for shot.
it's like it almost like the house looks the same. The front porch is filled with people. They're the same like sounds of merriment and drinking, loud guffaws and whatnot. And as you approach, this older lady halfling will kind of stagger down the steps and she'll say, "Who goes there?
The Golden Company.
And what business do you have on my farm?"
Word. Want to ask you about your scarecrow problem.
Oh, the scarecrows! You're here about the job?
Yes.
Well, come on in. Have you eaten yet?
No, we haven't.
As we have sex over our shoulder. Drops him.
No, we're just about ready for round 2. So come on in and grab a seat. She says it's a good thing too. She says, "I made my special stew."
Nice.
I do like stew.
Now you hear about the scarecrow problem, huh?
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't call it much of a problem. It scared people, sure, and I guess they have disrupted the trade a bit. But she says, the only people who are mad about that are the middlemen.
Has anyone been harmed thus far?
No, I don't believe so. I believe the Joneses saw one. Not yesterday, but a couple days ago, and then I believe the Telefarn saw them over on their plot.
It's like somebody's got a pointer and just following the story already.
Yes. We spoke with Big Balls on the matter.
Big balls.
Tony Balls.
Tony Balls.
Tony balls. Oh yes. She's
balls. Big old Tony.
She says Big Balls died last winter, I believe.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Oh, he wasn't my family member. He was over the Joneses, but we did get together. We sent him off proper.
That's good.
Is there tiny balls?
Oh, their youngest, yes.
Okay.
Damn it, man.
That's horrid, dude.
Oh. Alrighty.
So is there anything else you can tell? Like, is there some kind of pattern when they're being seen?
It's always late at night. And
Around midnight?
I think about around midnight, yes. I didn't see them myself. My grandson saw them.
Could we talk to him?
Oh yes. And then she'll rap the banister with her cane, and she'll scream out,
Jeremiah. Just kidding.
Jeremiah balls. Just keep her on. She'll scream out, what's it?
Random name here.
Yeah, random name here.
Well, random name here.
Dog Tick. Yeah, Dog Tick, that's a good name. So it's just screaming out, Dog Tick! And sure enough, he looks like a dog tick. He's rolling down the stairs almost, and
Quite a healthy chap.
oh yeah, and he's got like a little bit of gravy right there. He's obviously just been eating, and he says, "What, Grandma? What do you want?"
So, tell us about your experience with the scarecrows.
Oh, the scarecrow. Yeah, I saw him. One had a pumpkin for a head with a single flame of hellfire inside. The other one had a sack hood cloth, very dark and mysterious. And the last one, just a blanket.
Did they speak?
They said one word.
What was that?
Brains.
Okay.
They looked hungry enough for me. I got out of there as fast as I could. I didn't know my legs could move so fast.
And nothing has gone missing. No one's been harmed.
What direction did they come from?
Hmm?
What direction did they come from?
Oh, now I'm getting all the Twitch updates. Like in a row.
When I saw them when I was on my way home from the tavern, they were. Did you pass the old stump on the way here?
Yes.
They were on the cart path, right before you get to the old stump.
Alrighty then.
Now, I wasn't the only one who saw them. The Joneses saw them before the other day. And I believe,
The Telemars.
huh?
The Telfars.
Yeah, the Telvar. So they saw them as well.
Teletubbies.
Alrighty then. So, quick question. How has the Scarecrow showing up at night disrupted trade?
That is a good question.
The people who what are they called? The Teamsters. The Teamsters, superstitious bunch. They won't go. They won't come out here. They say there's a witch.
Oh, okay. So
This is
it's
where it
not
all starts.
you guys that aren't working the land. It's just the guys not coming to pick up some actual deliveries.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
gotcha.
We got enough here to feed me and mine. So.
Obviously.
Although I don't go to the tavern no more, a little shy to go in tonight. You can't blame me. The one with the pumpkin, scary.
Hellfire. Yeah, I gotcha. I'm just seeing.
I'm just trying to picture how the blanket looks.
Just like you'd expect. Like a man standing under a blanket. Two holes cut in the eyes.
About how high is this blanket?
Oh, probably 3 times the size as me.
Is it one of those 3 stacked kids size?
About 3 halfling children high.
That depends on whose children. So the Telefar's got abnormally tall children.
Oh, they do.
Odd stock over there.
Alrighty. So
It's about that time.
this is third dinner, so it's what, 9ish?
Yeah.
Depends how old they are.
Yeah.
This could be 4th dinner for them.
Yeah, they get the early bird special.
I mean, he is big as a dog, too.
Yeah. So I don't know if we need to interview the Telfars.
No, it
I
sounds
want
like,
to, just
it
to
sounds
do it.
like they're being spotted along the trade route. So
Yeah, the cart rate, the cart trail,
the car
whatever.
Yeah.
By the stumps.
Between the stumps.
So we could just stake out that area and hopefully they'll show up.
Or just put a lantern on the stump and sit around the stump. I can sing us ghostly tunes.
I'm pretty convinced that they're not really scarecrows.
Yeah.
Well, since one's a sheep, does that count as a scarecrow?
Technically, I think that'd just be a ghost costume. But, you know.
A ghost costume. What if the ghost is in the ghost costume?
Like Beetlejuice style.
Yeah. Don't ask questions.
Why'd you cut holes in the designer sheets?
It's all about that thread count. I've been wearing it all night. I want to be comfortable.
Valid.
So yeah, I think it's stakeout time.
Okay.
Just gather around the campfire
So
and sing around the campfire.
As we're leaving the house,
Sing a
so I'm thinking that
song.
orc. Remember we saw him at the alchemy shop.
Yes, we did.
I think he's probably looking for some rare and possibly valuable herbs and such.
Rare and valuable.
I found a flower.
Oh, really?
Isn't it pretty?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I think we're going to see that guy again.
So and at
See,
that
flute, I'm a good wingman.
and at that point, crit miss. Crit miss. An arrow is going to go flying, and it's going to go like right past your head and like right into the old stump.
It's away now.
Oh, big boy. Where's he from? Where is he at?
And you hear a voice from the tree line that says, "You think you can steal from me and get away with it? I'm gonna be eating that flower back."
What flower?
What do you
I don't have a flower.
He says, "I know you try to charm me for some thieving business, but I'm not someone you want to steal from."
Oh, honey, that's not why I tried to charm you.
20 versus Racy.
Damn.
Oh. Well, guess it's on now.
It's all my Donkey Kong now.
For a measly,
Measly 20 damage.
maybe. This oversized vote.
This is absurdly oversized.
For a measly 12 piercing.
Oh, it's on now. Mood's changed.
Would you give him his flower back, please?
I don't have it!
I don't have it. I dropped it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What flower? How far away is he? 60 feet?
Within 60 feet, and you have dark vision, right? So you can maybe see him in the dim light. Sort of at the tree line.
Shatter.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
All right. At least 17 with his modifier breaks him up to 21.
So he gets half. Yeah, half. Half of 15.
Okay.
However you want to roll that one.
Will do. All right. So yeah. So you shatter.
I aim at the bow because I don't want it to hurt me anymore.
And
Bastard. I'm sitting there going, with that boat really fetch a lot of fucking money.
That's what I'm thinking too.
so it does what,
Well, you can-
7 damage to the bow.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You can fix it. We have mending in the group.
No, that's not.
is anybody else doing anything?
I'm watching.
I can't let him kill Flynn. And
Can't let him kill your entertainment.
huh?
Can't let him kill your entertainment. This is a business decision.
I mean, he shot one of us. This isn't a misunderstanding any longer. This is assault. Eldritch Blast.
Okay. And you can probably see him too. Yeah. So.
Arrive at a party late.
21.
21 is a hit.
Uh, 9 points of force damage.
Okay.
Also on the bow. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not attacking the bow.
Yeah. So 9 points of force damage. So he so you hit him. You hit him like spot on. And he's going to line up one more arrow and for 21 versus raising.
Miss.
For 7 plus 4, so 11 piercing damage. And he's gonna say, "Look, all I need is the flower back. I don't want to hurt you.
You already have.
Sorry, I don't need to kill you."
I think I got rid of Tasha's hideous laughter. This would be a perfect time for a joke.
The fun's over. Give him his flower.
Can I cast sleep on him?
You can try. However, so the way that spell works is that you you roll a number of dice, and then if they have health points that are like underneath the number that you roll, then they fall asleep. So for like smaller, weaker enemies, it's very effective. But against bigger, stronger enemies, it's usually not so effective. It usually just doesn't, unless they're beaten down and
Okay.
That's a really good spell, though.
So it won't work in this situation.
You probably wouldn't. You'd probably think that it would.
You want to hurt him a
It's
little bit
better
more,
for
at least.
multiple smaller enemies
Okay.
It's good for the bar.
after some battle when you know
Wow.
some of them have taken damage.
It's not an opener.
No.
That magic missile.
Hmm?
Did you pick up magic missile?
No, I picked up sleep.
Yeah. You use nice now.
Okay, dexterity saving throw.
Okay. He rolls a. He rolled an 11.
Yay.
All of the damage.
All the damage. Let's see. Do I get 2d6 too?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the ice damage. That's the actual thing.
16 damage.
Okay, 16. And that's including the secondary damage too.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And does he make a? So there was a dexterity saving throw. So the secondary damage definitely hit. But then you make an attack, right, for the first part of it.
So, yeah, she did it. Because it was the D10 for the hit and then 2D6 for the failed save.
Yeah, but you have to hit.
Oh, you have to make an attack for
Like
it.
a spell attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get +4 on a 20. 9. So,
Okay. So the initial the D10 won't hit, but the
Okay.
D6 is will.
Okay, so that'd be 7.
yeah.
Okay. So that kind of like it kind of he dodges it and it explodes and he's got like ice shrapnel. This is
Party tricks! Just kidding.
and he kind of
We do birthdays.
he like runs with pain. He's just like, oh my god. He says, I hate killing when I'm not getting paid. And then he's going to and then I guess it's probably somebody else's turn. Like if you guys wanted to jump, or you've already jumped in. Bartholomew wanted to jump in.
Still sticking out of this one? Or?
I mean, you want to kill him?
I'd like to not die myself.
Is he retreating?
No.
No.
Honestly, we pissed him off.
I mean,
No.
somebody
You stole the flower.
Oh,
You pissed him off first.
That's right.
oh, did you steal the flower?
Yes, you did.
What flower?
She just showed us the flowers. She's like, ooh, rare flowers. I found this on the guy. Then arrows came out of the woods, and she's like, what flower? So we're kind of like stuck now.
Oh,
Nah.
that's a miss.
Yeah.
Okay. So the however, Bartholomew, you were going to hear the as you guys are kind of sort of at the edge of a field always, and maybe some tall grass and some trees and stuff. And then, so you're going to hear this rustling, and then, like, out onto the path stumbles this figure. And when it kind of, like, it sort of stumbles onto the path, and then it, like, holds itself erect, and you can see that it appears to be... At first you're like, is it holding a lantern over its head? But then you realize that its head is the lantern, like a jack-o'-lantern. As it turns towards you, and you can see the single flame and a pumpkin head, and it begins to sort of shamble towards you.
Is it hellfire?
Are we in initiative?
This is a valid question.
It begins to shamble towards you.
I'd like to react to that, but I don't know if we're
what did you want to do?
throw my net on it.
Okay. Make a. Does it make a saving throw? Or do you make
I think it's a saving throw.
Or do you make an attack?
It is a 15. It's a ranged attack, actually.
Okay, so make a ranged attack.
Oh. It's a 19. Does that count as a crit for that?
You have a.
It is for
And
range.
you have the feet, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the feet. It's, yeah. It's the feet.
So it's a crit. But does it do any damage?
No, I don't think it does. I think it gives them.
Wait, waste of grade.
Yeah.
Salt. Oh, the salt.
Hey, what's up, Sanctum Cosplays? Hi, friends. Hello.
Well, it does deal 5 slashing damage, but
Slashing it, that's hell of a net.
I don't want
It
to
does,
do
but the net does 5 slashing damage.
it's
Who wrote
restrained.
that
It's
stat?
restrained, and
Oh no! Dealing 5 slashing damage to the net frees the creature.
oh, right. so it's so
Net
so
made
he
of
is
barbed
restrained.
wire.
Don't wish that evil on anyone.
That's all I want to do anyway. Was restrained.
Okay.
It's got a weight of 3.
So it now has this this net over it, and just as you do that and you throw the net over it, another figure is going to shamble out of the tall grass, and this one appears to have like a like some sort of cloak on, but as it sort of comes into the light, you can see that it has like a sack hood over whatever serves for its head. There are no eye holes or anything, but the thing still moves with like terrifying accuracy towards Cat.
It's like the Batman zone.
What do you guys do?
Shatter.
We can take on 4 things at once.
Yeah.
Retreat.
Deuces! Kind of like
Run
those-
past the orc.
Run by- actually, better. Shatter on him as I run by.
Shatter on him.
The or as I run by him.
Oh, the orc. Okay. It's a saving throw.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
All right. He rolled a 19.
Still half. I'll take it.
You ran by him.
Not like right by him. Like 11 damage.
11
So,
damage,
half
and
that.
then one arrow is going to fly towards you. It's going to miss. Is everybody just running at this point?
Tactical retreat, yeah.
Okay.
Disengage.
Do you do anything in particular about the scarecrow that's shambling towards you? You're just going to run away.
Do that if you want.
I use Misty Step.
Okay, yeah. So just as it comes to like grab you, you like misty step out of the area and sort of keep running.
She skipped out of dodge.
So one arrow kind of sails over towards you and it misses. Another one, 13 versus Racy.
Yeah, misses.
And then the third one, 13. Yeah. So like three arrows kind of like, narrowly miss you as you move away. When you guys
Blow on my bagpipes.
are you guys running down the Cartwright path, or are you running off into the to either side of it?
Where was the orc?
He was off to the side, so like he was actually like in the tree line.
Damn it. Probably just down the path.
Okay.
I was hoping the orc would attract their attention, but
So so a
unless they work for me.
so a decent way down the path. Fireball. Sanctum Cosplay says.
I had a fireball.
We just have shatter. So
It's the best I got, okay?
the acoustic fireball. So so you guys are running down the path. When you get a decent distance away, you'll see that the you look behind you. You won't see anything like chasing you or anything. So
Alright. Circle up around and try to stealth up. Do you keep healing word or you need a potion?
I feel it. Shut up, cat.
We're targeting the bow.
You think I'm gonna stop at doors?
So I guess there's no use in giving the flower back at this point. Right? Damage has been done. So.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The scarecrows didn't quite look like a prank, but we need to look into it.
Yeah.
But we can't do it while being accosted by
Trying to be assassinated.
an orc.
Is the one still restrained?
When you get back, you will find, when you kind of circle back around, you won't see any arrows flying at you, but you will see that your net has been shredded to pieces.
Okay.
And lies empty on the ground.
In what?
Lies empty on the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's working in cahoots. He is the third scarecrow. He owns a sheet.
And there's no sign of anything else? Like even the orcs? The orcs
What are you looking for in particular?
Orc scarecrows.
The orc appears to be gone, the scarecrows also appear to be gone. If you'd like to maybe track or something, you can roll
Track
survival. Yeah. Let's make a roll survival.
I'm decent at survival.
Not tonight.
I'm good at everything. Because I'm a bard. Half proficiencies for everything. 12. Where's Hunter when we need him? Oh yeah, in the basement.
In a jar.
No, that's the brain.
So we got the highest we got is 12.
I guess I'll give him a roll if that's as high as we got him.
Yeah, it's called trail.
3.
Okay.
I
So
rolled a 1.
huh.
I rolled a 1.
So with the 12, you can see that you can kind of piece together that the scarecrows continued to move towards where the orc was, and his footsteps seem to disappear completely. You can sort of follow their tracks to the other side of the tree line at the edge of the Joneses property.
To the Joneses.
Yeah. Can we continue to follow?
Hmm?
Can we continue to follow?
Yeah, you can continue to follow. Although the trail gets pretty blurred from there.
What's that screaming you do?
As they hey, what's up, Elvis? As or not blurred, but the three scarecrows, which you do see signs of 3. They seem to split off in the field. One heading to one heading towards the house, one heading towards the barn, and then one heading towards where the horses are kept.
Split the party. I'm just kidding.
I say we head to the barn.
Okay.
Okay. So when you arrive at the barn, you kind of lose sight of the trail after it leaves the field, but you can see that the barn door is wide open.
We're going in.
Okay. When you go in, you can see that there's like some baled hay and stuff, and like farming equipment. Give me a perception check.
16.
20. I'm just kidding. Actually, no, I'm not. 21.
Okay.
13.
Perception?
Yeah.
Hmm. 13.
13. So Floon, actually, up in the corner of one of the lofts, you see nothing but darkness. However, even with your dark vision, like you don't really see anything, except for this like small glow of possibly a bioluminescent flower peeking out of a satchel, and as soon as your head is sort of directed to it, it seems to disappear, almost as if someone has like stuffed it away, and you can kind of see the outline of a shadow move.
I don't need to see it to do this. Constitution saving throw.
19.
Half damage. I'll take it.
You just can't play casters.
Yeah, just get it out of your
No, I can't play casters against you two. Crit. I don't know what happened.
It's just everything's resistant to your magic.
18.
18.
So half.
Okay.
Get down!
And so as you say that, the rest of you are going to see this shambling figure kind of lunge at Floon.
Ugh, no touching.
Which one is it?
No touching.
Which one is it?
It appears to have a blanket over top of it.
What the fuck is up with this blanket?
I'm going to find out. I'm going to yank the blanket.
You're going to pull a Scooby-Doo.
Yep.
Mr. Jones! That's probably what's going to happen. I won't be pissed.
Now, I'm gonna cover the door.
Tony balls. And tiny balls.
Tony's tiny balls!
And Grandpa Big Balls! Oh, thank you for the raid at the Games Tavern. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
What is up, everybody? We are fighting scarecrows in a barn.
So
Scarecrows dressed as ghosts.
So we
Who's
only
been shattered.
they only see the one, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna
Watch the door.
watch the door, like face out, and cover that while y'all do your thing.
All right, and then I guess we can go ahead and roll some initiative here too.
Nice. Blah, 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 blah. Then we rolled the same thing.
15.
Yep.
Oh.
Woo, raid! We love to give back. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Mucho gracias.
Both of them got a 9.
Okay, what did Cat get?
15.
Uh, 15, you said? Okay. And then
15.
15 for Floon. And for Derek?
17.
17. Alright, cool. So it looks like Derek will be going first, then Cat, then Floon, then your orc friend, and then Bartholomew, and then
It is the orc by the sheep.
the Scarecrow. So Derek.
Oh, orc and a scarecrow.
Yeah, I feel really weird about getting on the orc's bad side.
Too late now.
We didn't have a choice in the matter. I couldn't sweet talk the fact that someone else stole it and won't refuse to give it back.
Tell from there.
Okay.
The funny
I
thing is,
can't make a persuasion check against another player.
I mean, you could. It's frowned upon.
Alright, so I guess I am bonus action hex
Okay.
on the scarecrow.
Okay.
And I guess grappling with the sheep as I try to yank it off it.
Okay. So Hex, and then just give me a athletics check.
Nat 20.
So you crit to rip to yank the sheet off, and
throw it.
and what you see horrifies you. This
It is a child.
it is a construct of some sort. Twisted, writhing straw and sticks and twigs, sort of in the form of a skeleton, but just a foul mimicry of a skeleton.
Wow.
The head of the thing appears to be constructed of like a broken sack, sort of stuffed with straw, and you see these embers of evil eye, like these evil embers for eyes. That's what you see.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
and that is what you see.
I'm very confused right now.
Cat, what do you do?
Well, I just didn't want to be out here killing a stack of 3 halfling kids. So.
I'm with you there.
That's fair. That's very fair.
I didn't want to bring in, the head of somebody's son going, "We found a scarecrow."
It was all very suspicious. I mean, no one was hurt.
Yeah.
Nothing seemed like there was some kind of scare tactic to the trade.
Maybe there's a puppet master.
There is a wild kitty. Yes, there is.
But this is the same thing that had the flower?
Yeah.
No,
No,
the flower was up on the loft.
Oh, so
Yeah, this thing stumbled out from behind the door.
Oh.
Oh, wait. I don't like that. I don't like that anymore. I don't have any more shatter.
Somebody's sitting on the bow.
It hits him too.
No,
So,
yeah,
so Cat,
Can I use sneak attack on a scarecrow?
if it's standing next to somebody, yes. Which it
He's
is.
holding it.
Which it is.
Get the stabby stab the shit out
With
of
that
it.
20, I wish I was wearing a hat on top of that so I could pull the
25.
sheet, the hat stayed.
A little top hat.
Well, just like the whole magic trick with the table.
Yeah. Oh, right, on top of the sheet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
21.
21 will hit.
Woo. 17 damage.
Okay. 17. That's piercing
Yes.
or slashing or whatever.
Go make your offhand.
Huh?
Go make
Oh
your
yeah. Quick off.
Never mind.
Close.
At your offhand, it can't be as good.
18.
Almost.
Also hits
Woo!
She like goes through the eyeballs first and she's like, yeah.
4 damage.
for 4 damage. Okay. So yeah. So you're stabbing at this thing, and it is like you're making contact. The sword is poking holes through the construct, and it's just shedding straw and twigs everywhere. But it doesn't seem to be slowing down at all. It seems to be absorbing the blows quite nicely, even though it is taking damage. It seems to be not as effective as like if it were flesh and blood, so to speak. So
Somebody set it on fire. Oh wait, he's not here.
It wasn't my fault.
so Floon.
Knock off Hunter. I'm just kidding. So as a bonus action, I want to kill myself.
Okay.
But as for that flower, wisdom saving throw.
Can't do 2 spells in a round.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cantrip. I thought I could do that. Right?
Yeah, you can do a cantrip.
Yeah, I'm doing a
You
cantrip.
can cast a spell and then a cantrip. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. What is it? A wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay. Up on the loft.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not going to do much, but
All right.
hopefully make them fall.
Is
20.
that all you got? Wisdom saving throw spells?
I have a constitution, but I don't want to hurt everybody. It does nothing.
Okay.
But he hears me string some insults at him.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Pansy flower picking.
Your healing word. Did you actually roll it?
Yeah.
No.
For 6.
The first attack will miss you. The second attack will crit against you. Let's roll that first. Let's see where we're at. For 4, plus 9, so 12, plus 4, so 16 piercing damage.
All those heals. Wasted.
And then
Let the thunderclap his
16
ass.
versus AC
Roll your damage.
for another 9 piercing damage.
And he's dead.
25 total piercing.
That was right on. I feel like you just look at my health.
Well, how much do I need to kill him? 9.
What do you know?
9. No. So
it looks like a 9. I rolled
so yeah.
it.
So then Floon faints, and just filled with air, just peppered with arrows. What's up, Warrior Streak? Just peppered with arrows, he just kind of faints, and then Bartholomew.
Looking out the barn, everything's clear.
Yeah, looking out, you can see that since the fight has started, you can see 2 more shambling figures crossing the yard.
Okay, I will take a shot at one of those.
Okay.
Do I have a clear shot?
Yeah. Although, yeah, I guess it's dim light, but you can see them. Also, there's probably some lights from the house as well.
Plus, we've been outside a while. That probably adjusted somewhat.
Well, there's some moonlight. But they are a distance away. I would say disadvantage on the shot, just because of the distance and the dim light and the human.
Okay.
Once they get closer to your light source, I think you'll be able to attack them.
You know what? I'm gonna hold my longbow shot for when they get closer.
Okay. So so they will continue. They will continue closer. They're if they move with all their speed, then they could probably come within your range of attack if you'd like to make your shot.
Yeah. 19.
19 will hit.
For 5 damage.
Bold move, Cotton.
Which one was it? The pumpkin head or the?
This one you have your pick. You got the pumpkin head or the sack head.
Pumpkin head.
Okay. How much?
4.
4 damage.
Yeah. No, 5 damage.
Okay. And so yeah, your arrow just shoots right through it. You can see like straw and sticks kind of blow out the back of it, but it's still just scrambling towards you. So they're moving. The one inside that you have a hold on to, its head is going to sort of like turn towards you and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Nope.
So, can you be magically frightened?
Yep.
And so.
Well, I mean, I have advantage against charm.
Right. This would just be a magic frighten.
It counts differently because it's underneath my
Yeah, I did.
heroism.
And so, it's going to give you this look, like it's going to turn around. You're going to look into its eyes, and it's this wave of fear is going to just like come over you and paralyze you. And you can see the what it considers a face is going to sort of curl up in an evil, sinister grin. Oh God. Hey, what is up? What's up, Cass? Hola, amigos. Sabelstrad. Oh, your eminence, I grovel before your glory. Sabelstrad is
He's our savior.
yeah, he's holding this shit together. At his own
He's the only reason.
at
why
his
I'm
own
saying.
desire. And then Derek, it's your turn. You were paralyzed, magically frightened until the end of the scarecrow's next turn. So you're paralyzed. You got the fears. Cat. Lies.
I'm gonna die because of a flower.
I did a dexterity saving
No, you're gonna
throw.
die because
Or
Hunter
the
didn't bring the
scarecrow?
scarecrow.
Scarecrow? Yeah.
We might have been able to take the scarecrow.
It
We can't take the
rolled
scarecrow
terribly.
anymore.
3.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happened. As y'all put something up for flaming sphere.
13
What's
versus
that thing?
AC.
Just what I got.
13?
Yeah.
13 versus AC is a hit. This is your eyesight?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah,
roll
just
all
got
the
flaming
damage.
spear.
Who did?
If we saw Hunter, he just got flaming spear.
Character's dead. Give it up.
I'm saying, dude, he's not here.
I'm not playing well. I don't care how many characters you kill, I'm not playing well.
17.
17 damage? That's cold damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess it's cold and piercing.
Piercing for the regular attack and ice for the other.
Okay.
Alright, still magical. Yeah, that seems to affect him a lot more than your blade did. He's going to, more stuffing is going to sort of pop, is going to shed out, and he's barely the scarecrow that he once was. But he still has these like long, like sharp, stick-edged claws that he's going to swing about willy-nilly. And Flynn.
I don't want to make a death saving throw. I don't want to kill another character. Okay. He's okay.
It's okay.
He's okay. One success.
Okay. So so in relation to one another, where is Floon?
In the middle.
I don't know if he's at the door. I'm at the front, so I guess he's
Somewhere in the middle. Okay.
Somewhere in the middle.
And then Cat is some
Up
distance
there with
away
me.
from the scarecrow, right?
Yeah, well, she came up and I guess she backed off.
Okay. So battle cry. Saddlestraw battle cry. The orc is going to hop down off of the loft, and he's going to stick it with the superhero landing, and he's going to come over. He's going to walk past the paralyzed Derek, and he's going to kneel down and begin rummaging through Floon's stuff, unable to find.
Oh god.
Apparently unable to find the flower.
Finding all these wind instruments.
He's gonna look back. Yeah, he's just like that's like 6 fucking instruments. Like, how's he playing them all? And he's gonna look up to the paralyzed Derek, and he's gonna say, and he's gonna say, I guess he's in. Yeah, so he's gonna say, "Oh, I really thought he had it. I guess it might be too late to apologize. And you're paralyzed, so." And
It's too late.
and then Bartok.
Too late.
What is he just standing there, like waiting for a response from Derek? Or?
He's crouched down over Floon's unconscious body, and he's looking up at Derek, and he says, "I really thought he had it. I guess it's too late to apologize, son." And he's smirking. He kind of thinks the situation is humorous. And then it's Bartholomew's turn.
I will. I guess I hear this, and I'll turn back to him and say, "Well, why don't you help us? That's all the apology we need."
And he'll shrug and say, "I guess I kind of owe it to you. I don't like to be in anybody's debt." And
And upon that, I will. Are they still approaching the two? The two still approaching from outside?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, they'll be on you in the next turn.
All right, I'm gonna shoot the pumpkinhead again
Okay.
with my longbow.
Put out his hellfire.
You'll never snuff out my fire.
Oh, for 24.
24 hits.
For 8 piercing damage, and I will use a action surge and hit it again.
Should have like some fanfare whenever somebody
Yeah.
says it.
Some kind of sound clip.
Yeah. confetti and balloons drop from the ceiling. Whole celebration.
22.
Did you do the damage for the first hit yet?
I did. Did you not?
No, I didn't hear. I was too caught up in the fanfare.
I don't remember. You remember?
No.
Oh my god.
Are the dice still sitting where they were?
I'm using the digital dice.
Oh, you can actually look at previous rolls.
Where? No, I.
Why not mess with those actions here?
No.
It was 8. It was 4 and 4.
Okay, cool. So 8 damage.
Alright, and for this one, it's going to be an additional. Same thing. So 16 total
Okay.
piercing damage on Pumpkinhead.
Alright, yeah, and your arrows are just blowing straight through him, and while some straw is coming out, they don't seem to be
Don't seem to really have any
seem
effect.
to be too bothered. They don't seem to miss it. And those two are actually going to get right up on you at that point. Unless you wanted to move back further into the barn.
I can't move further back into the barn.
You can if you want. Like, you still have movement on your turn.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So how far back in the barn do you move?
The middle.
Okay, so
Where the orc is.
Okay, so it's like 10 feet back, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. So they will come up to you, and the jack-o'-lantern will begin to eye you. And go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Spooky skeletons.
Wisdom 12.
12?
Mm.
Okay. So it begins to eye you, and you see its flames begin to sort of flicker out of its eyes, and this wave of fear kind of takes hold of you for just a second before you're able to sort of shake it off. Kat, give me a wisdom saving throw as well.
Why is my phone stop?
16.
16? Yeah. So the same thing's going to happen to you with the sackcloth one. It's going to sort of like lift its head and sort of reveal these two glowing embers. The embers will seem to like grow large, almost obscuring your vision momentarily, but you'll sort of be able to shake off the feeling of panic and fear that rises up in you. And then the one that's on Derek. If it attacks you while you're paralyzed.
No dexterity, no shield?
Huh?
No dexterity, no shield?
I don't know.
Can't move.
Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5. So it's going to attack you with its claws.
Okay.
So it still has to make an attack, but I think it has to. Yeah, it still has to hit. So it's going to roll an 18.
Yep.
Hit. Okay, and that's the only hit because the other one was a 7.
Oh, okay.
That misses. So some slashing damage.
Hopefully my 18 went from 17 to 13.
Oh, 12.
For oops.
Somebody else touch it.
7 plus 6, so 13 plus 1, so 14 slashing damage. As this thing's just sort of like digs its claws into your flesh, like right around where your armor is.
Okay.
And then that seems to wake you up out of it, and then it's your turn.
Eldritch Blast. 17 to hit.
17 to hit is a hit.
Woohoo!
Nice.
14 force and 2 necrotic.
14 force and 2 necrotic. That's the one that's on you. It's just going to, because that's the one that Cat's been attacking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just gonna explode into a ball of confetti and sticks.
Ow!
Where'd the confetti come from? Sorry, I'm Bill.
Cat.
What do gonna use Ray of Frost on the sapped scarecrow.
Okay, the one that was like looking at you.
Yeah. 16.
16 will hit.
Yay. And 6 cold damage.
6 cold damage.
Yes.
Okay. Which one is this?
Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost. Okay. 6 cold damage. All right. And
6.
Floon.
Another success.
He's already doing better than Hunter.
So the orc will reach into the bag and he will pull
Stab
out.
me. I'm just
Now he will pull out one of the flowers that he's collected, and he will pull off a petal of it, and he will administer it to you, and he says,
Choke on this. Oh.
"It's actually deadly nightshade."
Oh!
After a Constitution saving.
Crit.
No, not quite so bad.
Does that count as putting me to sleep?
The long sleep.
The long sleep, yeah.
Hi, Hunter. Floon sees Hunter for a second. How come you're not dead?
Yeah, and as he's administering this to you, he says, "Well, fuck." He says, "Fala's gonna be pissed," and he sort of says it to himself. And
That's the alchemist chick, right?
that is the alchemist.
I didn't write her name down.
Bartham.
Well,
He did give me dead.
is Bartholom's
No,
relative.
it's like a good berry. It gets you up with one house.
What? Alright.
Bartholom's pretty smart. I mean, not really, but he likes to think he is.
Okay.
He kind of gets the feeling that he's not really doing anything, but he's still gonna try.
Okay.
23.
23 hits.
For 10 piercing damage.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just basically trying to show off for the orc at this point.
Okay. Yeah, shoots right through. You're doing damage. It's just not as effective as So, so you're just like nailing all the what would be critical points, like critical targets on a human, but like it's just not as effective.
Yeah.
Heart, liver, face.
Let's see. And then and then you can move back further into the barn if you want.
Actually, do I have enough movement speed to climb up to the loft?
Yeah, there is a ladder, but you probably have enough movement speed to get to the ladder, but not up it as well.
I'm gonna move over to the ladder.
Okay. One of the pumpkin head is going to stumble after you,
Okay.
and pumpkin head. Yeah, it's gonna stumble after you. And
No Floon.
no Floon. And the other one is going to stumble towards the cat and try to scratch her. For 9 versus AC, and for 5 versus AC.
Both misses.
Yeah, and it's just like
He stumbled a little too hard.
yeah, you did. And so with that, we'll be back to Derek's turn.
Alrighty. Bonus action. Moving my Hex to Pumpkinhead.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast. 24 to hit.
Is it hit?
6 force, 6 necrotic.
6 force, 6 necrotic.
Well structured.
Yeah, it's just again like straw and sticks just kind of explode out of it, but it still seems to be shambling towards the archer. Cat, this one that's on you is like just swinging wildly and trying to like rake you across your face.
I'll do
Not
Ray
the
of Frost.
face.
Huh?
It's the money man.
I'll use Ray of Frost again.
Okay.
For 17.
You're right up on it though, so it's a ranged attack.
Oh.
So
Well, actually,
You can make it, you just have to roll disadvantage.
or is it different?
It's a range spell.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
So, this is
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
It's not horrible.
15.
Still hits, yeah. So even as it's coming up on you, you get your ray, and it's
Put it right in its face.
point blank range.
6 cold damage.
6 cold damage.
All her characters are secretly frozen.
So it's
I really miss her.
So it's like so it hits it, and you can see like bits of like straw and stuff kind of freezing and crisp like crumbling off of it as you hit it. Or maybe just kind of like when the frost hits it, it kind of just like wilts away and just melts away into nothing. Floon.
The one on Cat. Nice. 24 versus AC.
Is it? And when your eyes open, you saw the orc like kneeling over top of you. What was your thoughts on that?
Like immediate anime blush, and then
yeah, and his finger is like he's like pushing the leaf into your mouth, and so he's got his
crest on one side.
Yeah, so he's like chewing it for you, kind of like using your jaw to like grind it up. And he's got his thumb. Yeah, he's got like his thumb kind of in your mouth, like pushing the leaf in when you wake up.
We can hold off a lot. I knew Terry will do it. That's why.
It's quite sensual.
For
And then just like that, it's over.
Yep. Action. Not enough action. 5 damage.
5. What kind of damage?
Piercing.
What did you do?
Attack him with the rapier.
Oh, so you're up and you're
Yeah, I went.
Okay.
Attack.
So you said 5 damage.
Yeah.
Alright. So Floon will be by your side with a rapier, stabbing at the scarecrow.
You touched my face.
You killed yourself.
Cass wants to send some invites, so I pulled it off of the one you sent on Facebook. Cass wants to send some invites out for Discord.
Okay.
The one on the Facebook you sent me.
Oh yeah, that's the forever link.
The permanent link.
The forever link. So that's Floon. The orc is going to
You don't have to recognize it. It's just a chord.
This says every music artist ever.
No.
I think.
the orc is going to. What would you guys like the orc to do?
Attack. But not me.
Thank you for specifying.
No, that's not doing it either. What the hell is going on with my phone?
So the orc will raise his bow towards the pumpkin head, and will fire off a will fire off an attack. He'll say something, and he'll say something in Orcish, and the bow itself will kind of light up with this like radiant light, as will his arrow. And when he fires the arrow, it's like almost like angels' wings are kind of guiding it to his target. And it's going to hit, and it's going to do. And then the scarecrow is just going to sort of explode in this like radiant burst of light.
I feel like it went right past our faces.
And then he'll turn to Floon and he'll say, "You see, kid, if I wanted you dead, you would have been dead. But like I said, I don't like to kill unless I'm getting paid." And
you just wanted to touch my face.
And then, where's the other one over near a cat?
Yeah.
So he'll definitely hit that one. This one won't have like all the radiant like
Fanfiction.
won't have all the like radiant fanfare, but it will hit, and it will do some damage. Basically like the damage you were doing. And he'll hit again, and it'll do some more damage, but it's not as effective as as it should be. So yeah, so that's his turn, Barthol.
Yeah.
And he's got like 2 arrows like right in the sackcloth's head, and he says, "Think you can match that shot?" He calls over to you.
Split the arrow.
I'm gonna aim in his groin and try to put an arrow right there.
Okay.
Get bad.
Started in the car.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on.
Started in the car?
Oh,
My phone.
Yeah.
It wasn't charging in here, but
weird.
That is weird.
well, I mean, I got that.
We turn the dampener field down.
I don't know. The USB ports might be going on that computer. That's definitely possible.
Could you use
It
mine?
wasn't working on
Could
with
you
his
use
charger
mine?
either.
Oh, shit. 26 to hit.
Is it hit?
Eight piercing damage again.
8 piercing damage. And you indeed hit it right in the balls. The orc will kind of give an appreciative grunt, and he says, "Don't you know, man? You never hit him in the balls. Never, ever. It's just rude.
That Facebook. Yeah.
It's just rude." And
There's a politeness to archery.
I'll just grin and stroke mustache.
this thing is going to lash out once at Cat for a miss, and then once at Floon for
A crit.
for 16 versus AC.
Flu's down. Don't even roll damage.
So
you
everybody's
can't roll
like-
less than 1.
Everybody's having a pretty good time. These things are rounding up. Like you dodge your attack quite easily, and then like Floon gets slapped with the.
You go, bro.
And then he's just out again. The orc is just like, he's like, I really can't give up any more flowers, guys. Like, that first one was on me. He says I'll take the beratement from Fala, but I don't know if I can take that much.
We got him. Now that I can move.
You got good berries?
Hmm?
You got
I
good
got
berries?
potions.
Okay.
Throws it at it.
Old Derek.
But we got rounds for that.
Yeah.
Bonus action. There's only the sackcloth left?
Yeah.
So bonus action Hex, Eldritch Blast,
I'm just gonna try.
aiming for the balls.
I am not polite.
22 to hit.
Is it hit? Oh, thank you for the lyric devastation props.
9, 4, 6 necrotic.
9, 4, 6 necrotic. Can you do the shoutouts? Can you do the shoutouts? Game Master and or Tavern Master or whatever it was, and Hosting.
What's the
exclamation point SO space, and then like usually I just add their name and then it fills it in. And then and it just explodes into a stream of straw and sticks and everything, and which sort of neatly sort of fall down and lightly dust Floon's unconscious, yet again unconscious body.
He's so manly.
And so, and then it's just quiet.
Alrighty.
We didn't fill it in. We'll see if it works. I wonder why I didn't fill it in.
I don't know.
And who was the other one?
Wake me up before you go.
So 6 hit points.
Oh, because you spelled it with an I.
Oh.
As I gently caress you, pouring the potion down your throat.
It's not the same.
I know.
As I wake up.
I know.
Could you at least touch my face more?
No, I can't.
Just lifts chin. There, that's it, kid.
Yeah, if you do the at,
Bare minimum.
if you do like the at symbol and then you start typing the name, it should fill it in. If they've been in the chat, it should like fill it in for you.
Oh, I didn't do the ad. That's right.
And then you just press enter and it like fills in the whole sentence.
Okay, so exclamation SO space ad.
And then whatever the name is, if they're in the chat, or if they've been in.
Got it.
So what you guys do?
I gave him the healing potion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so now you your eyes flutter open. You expect to see the orc again, but instead you see Derek.
And as soon as his eyes open, I'm just like, letting go of his head. Walking away.
Drops back to the ground.
He's alive.
Where'd my beautiful work go? Oh, sweetie.
That was dagger.
You would dagger me?
Yep, that was stabby stab.
Like ice knife or just like dagger?
Just regular dagger. I'm not gonna use my last spell slot on you.
You know what? Thunderclap.
Wow.
Even in this life, I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Even this character can't get the love.
This is your gay best friend. I'm just gonna treat him like that.
You're just gonna not stab him like that?
You know what? Thunderclap. All you bitches. I might.
So
It's only 2d8. You'll live.
yeah, let's
So
is there anything left of I mean like the scarecrows themselves just kind
not even one of the spell. Dang. What's up, Shades?
of blew up into sticks and
Right. Yeah.
but
so,
what about the like the hood and their ornamentation?
Give me an investigation check. And
10.
okay. So you're gonna hear at the door of the barn. You're gonna hear oh, what's all this ruckus in here?
Scarecrows.
Yep. And you turn to see the small form of the matron of the Marabonds?
Mm-hmm.
Manderbonds, yeah. Manderbonds.
Mandibles.
Mandibles. Mandibars.
Mandibars, yeah. Mandibars and toes.
Yeah, you see her small figure in the doorway of the bar, leaning on her little cane, and she says, "Quite a ruckus in here."
You're quite a distance from home.
She says, "Well, I just after your visit, I came to check on the Joneses, and heard there's ruckus in the barn here.
Sure.
You get an insight on that.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, it's awful late at night to be traveling around
On a cane.
at night.
Yeah.
I got
15.
I got a
15.
10.
Yeah, I mean, nothing seems correct about this situation. She's a little far from home, and as sturdy as she seems, even with her cane, it is a little odd. And
She's not even, she don't even have the cane.
but
in
she
her
just
hand.
she takes your suspicious looks, and she just gives she just beams a smile at you, and she says she'll kind of walk in a little bit and poke some of the scarecrow wreckage, and she says well, it looks like you made short work of my little babies here.
At least you're honest. Keep
Why?
being honest.
She says, well, look around you. Everybody's at home. Everybody's together again. Nobody's worried about money coming in and getting quotas out. And I just wanted to return to a simpler time, so I whipped up a little magic, scared those superstitious teamsters off their trade route. Look, we can sustain ourselves out here without the money from the city.
So the problem with that is we can't get.
I don't suppose I could get you to keep the little secret, huh?
How much you paying? Double or nothing.
Well, we did get hired to do a job, which was to rid the land of scarecrows.
Oh, it looks like you've done it.
Well,
That's-
what's to say you won't summon more?
She says, well, I'll be honest with you, it was a lot of effort. And, the way you dashed him down, it doesn't seem like the most effective thing to do.
Well, here's the deal. We came out here to do a job. As long as we're paid for the job, your business is yours. However, I do have a concerned party in Waterdeep that's waiting for her ship. So could we deliver it for her? And the Teamsters never need to know the difference.
She says, "Oh, you must be talking about." And then, like, she says it at the same time the orc says it, and they both say "follow." And she says, they kind of give each other a look, and she says, she says, I didn't think about how it would affect poor Fala. And,
Oh, you know Paula.
Huh?
You know Paula.
Oh, she's been buying herbs off of me for years.
No, she's sweet. She's our
Very
neighbor.
it has been very, very lucrative for her, I assume, but for me, I don't mind doing it. And and she says, I wouldn't mind at all. And the orc just kind of shuts up.
2 birds, 1 stone. Hell yeah.
Well, and we don't know any Teamsters, so they don't have to know anything.
And she says, oh yeah, don't tell the Teamsters. They got their Teamsters. Everything in the city has its guild.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to upset the Teamsters Guild.
No, our discretion is king.
Yeah. So, not a peep out of us.
I'm sorry, I've been gazing at this beautiful.
Keep doing that.
Just keep doing it.
And so the orc will kind of reach into his satchel and pull out like a small package of like these flowers he's collected. They're in pretty rough shape. When the old lady sees them, she kind of laughs in his face. She says, "Oh, you thought you were gonna be an apothecary, huh?" And she says, you don't mix these flowers with those flowers, and you can't package them like that. And she's just basically like chewing them out. She says, these are basically worthless now. And he was gonna give them to you to give them to follow it. And she's just like, oh, there's no bother. The properties in these are pretty much gone to waste. You've bruised the hell out of these.
I'll just look at the orc and say, apothecary, huh?
Shut up. Well, can't say that I like you much, but your boy here can take a couple arrows to the face, huh?
Yeah, he can.
It's in my cheekbone. It's in the bone.
Well, I have to say, it was more fun fighting with you than fighting.
I second it.
He says, well, I don't look for that to happen again.
Well, good.
In fact, I'd be pretty satisfied if our paths never cross again.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And then he'll leave the barn and just walk off into the night.
The sun pops up just for a second for him to walk into the sunset.
I guess he could walk off into the sunrise, maybe.
He walks.
Alrighty.
He walks backwards.
Alright,
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's go get paid.
I was called back by the moans. Oh. As our arrow feathered friend.
Arrow feather
Yeah.
friend.
So you guys go back and talk to.
Well, I guess we'll drop off the package first. There might be some kind of shelf life on that.
Well, we gotta go to the bar
Yeah, I need
to get paid.
Just here.
Okay.
Gildan.
Brendan.
Brendan.
Yeah, Brendan.
Yeah, we gotta go get paid from him
I was trying to
and
figure out
then
It's a
deliver the package.
of what?
Cool.
If not tonight, first thing in the morning.
Yeah. So when you by the time you get back to town, it will be morning. It will be morning. Brendan is fast asleep behind the bar. But a quick kick. He'll wake up. He'll be swinging the dagger around again, and he'll say, "Oh, you're back! I thought for sure the scarecrow's got you.
It's not the scarecrow that got me.
Is it done then?
It is done.
Done?
Oh, that's a relief to hear. And then maybe people will start coming back to the tavern again." He'll go into the supply room and you'll hear like a huge shuffling mess and like some hands flying around, maybe just a sack of corn hitting the floor, like spilling out into the floor. And he'll come back out and he has a pouch of gold and he'll thrust that into your arms and he'll say, "Thank you so much on the behalf of the community. We really appreciate your business." And who did you say you were again?
We're the Golden Company.
The Golden Company. Well named, and he points at the gold. And
Exactly.
And well earned.
If you're ever in Northward, stop by the Troll Skull Manor for a drink.
And he says, drink in the city? I got nothing but swill out there. He says, now the Joneses, they have a fine brew.
They do indeed.
I'll
I'll
be back.
give you that. But you can only get my sausages at the Troll Skull.
I hand him my sausage. It's my calling card.
The balls are gonna be really happy about that.
Well, while he's grabbing the ale, I'll grab the herbs.
Okay.
Herbs.
Yep. So the herbs will be grabbed. The ale will be grabbed. So
I will grab the winches.
So what was his name? Was his name Tony Balls?
Tony Balls.
Tony Balls.
So Tony Balls will.
And his little brother, Little Balls.
That's his son.
Tiny
That's
Balls.
his
Tiny
son,
Balls.
And he's just a wheeler. And he will have rustled up a small cask of what they call Tony Balls. Trying to think. He says I call it licking good ale.
Balls licking good ale.
Wherever do you
Put that in
acquire it?
hyphens, please.
And are you married to that name?
He says, he goes to hold it back. He says, "What an ale's
can't-
got to have a name."
It can't have any other name.
Okay, fair enough.
All right then.
Licking balls.
it's licking good. Tony Balls licking good ale.
Alright. I'll grab my cask and I
Balls
guess
licking
we'll
good ale.
run a special
Should
on it.
be licking.
Licking without the G.
Yeah.
And so, and you pick up the herbs and stuff from
Yes.
from the lady, and you guys can head back into town. You have your 200 gold richer. And you wanted to drop that off at Fala's, right?
Yeah.
So so when you go in, Fala will be in there. Fala's tending to the
No, I'm
plants,
saying sell her the farm.
and
Make some money for her. You're never
doesn't seem too
like,
surprised to
someone
see you
like
come in with the
You're
shipment.
never gonna do it.
And Follow will just instruct you to where to put it. And what was the arrangement you guys had?
A discount on the sleeping potion. We paid 300 gold for.
Oh yeah, and so was it a half off discount?
Yeah.
Okay. And Follow will, but you had already bought it, right? So you're
Yeah.
basically just looking for compensation, right? So,
Yeah.
So 150 gold.
Yeah.
And Follow will get that to you immediately. And they'll say,
Damn it, Shades.
did you speak with the old lady?
Yes.
And how is she?
She is well.
Oh, good.
However, you may want to set up another system of delivery.
And why is that?
She's not fond of the Teamsters Guild. And doesn't really want them back.
And
She's fine with you.
Right.
But, so I don't know if you would like to set up a private courier for your further transactions.
Follow says it could be risky. Running anything outside the Teamsters Guild would induce a heavy fine if someone were to provide us this shipping service. They would have to be very discreet.
But it's definitely possible.
And Follow says, I'll consider it. Should I contact you or?
We are willing and able.
Yeah, just come by and have a drink. And we can talk.
Very
Over
well.
sausage.
Perhaps I shall. And
We have some brand new looking good ale.
somewhat
Looking good?
looking good ale. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Balls licking good.
Balls
Tony,
licking
You
good.
can't cut Tony
No,
out
no,
of
no.
this.
It's like Tito's vodka. You just say vodka because you know what you're getting.
No, I'm being a gentleman.
Served its rim. Served the best for the rim.
You're welcome for that. But
And,
Shade set me up for it. It had
oh,
the
did
salt.
I mean, we're already going to be smuggling ale.
Smuggling
outside of the what is it, the Ales Guild or probably, yeah. So
The Barrel Guild.
and yeah, what else did you guys need to do?
Well, just everybody take 50 gold. As your cut of the night's proceeds.
So we're getting paid for this?
Yes. I don't expect you to contribute to the
Nope.
old company.
I'm on your payroll.
I'm definitely contributing because our bar is in fucking shambles.
Well, I mean, we can contribute to the bar. That's different. Minus. Okay, so that's we did get that back. So minus 150. What? Sounded like it was on somebody's phone.
There's the dog outside.
Yeah,
Oh, I guess it was about across the street.
but literally, it sounded like it was coming from right there.
Oh,
So I thought like you'd start a video or something.
why would I start a dog barking?
I have no idea why you do half the things you do.
That's fair.
Hammond.
Hmm?
Hammond?
Yeah.
That's the beer rap.
Oh, okay, yeah. And so, yeah, so, by the way, while you're arranging this with Fala, Fala is just going to we'll make some chit chat with you, and they'll say that they'll ask you if you saw what happened with the fireball.
No.
We heard it.
I mean, we saw the after effect. But
Right, and they'll tell you that they were on the second floor of their shop when the blast actually blew out some of the windows, and Fala, who's usually monotone, actually like shows some just a hint of emotion at this, so you can tell like they're really upset, and Fala will kind of reveal to you that they saw through the smoke a cloaked man take something from the body of a dead gnome and start limping away.
limping, you say?
It looked as though he was badly burned, and he was casting glances over his shoulder, like he was afraid someone might follow him. He was heading down the street towards the Bent Nail.
Interesting.
Does that mean anything to you?
Not particularly. I don't remember anybody with a limp.
But
He might have been too close to the fireball.
that's good to know, though.
Is he wearing a fuzzy hunter's cap?
No. However, it's strange that you mentioned that because Fala has seen someone with an odd hat like that just around the North Ward. Actually, not too long before the fireball attack.
Who is it?
What kind of
Right.
hat was it?
Yeah, it's one of those hunter's caps with the flap down ears.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
A lumberjack?
that rings a bell.
I don't know if it's lumberjack or not, but whatever. Fuzzy hunter's cap.
Oh, the wizard.
Mm-hmm.
It was making Fala nervous because he kept hanging out sort of in front of their shop.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen him since the fireball? Okay. Obviously, he was waiting for the demo.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's definitely this is something to check into.
Yes. Now, if we can find a burned man with a limp.
Anyone's
But he
punches
didn't
touched,
take the bag of gems.
so it wasn't a money.
So they were looking for something specific.
It's shiny.
It's not always shiny.
It was shiny.
No, they
And-
left the shiny behind.
Right.
Why would you do that?
Not everyone's
Apparently something was more important than a bag of gems.
Impossible.
And with that, I guess that's where we will
Sounds like a good place to stop.
end it tonight. Yeah.
It sounds like a stone and galore possible situation.
Bum, bum, bum. And so with that,
We don't really have a lot of people still tuning in. Like I would say we could raid either Dahak or Goblin Cave.
oh, is that Hack Clan?
Yeah.
Or who? Or Goblin Cave?
Or Goblin Cave. They're both about the same viewers.
Yeah, sure. You know I love to raid Die Hack when I get the chance.
They're playing something, Amnesia, The Dark.
Oh yeah, they're it's a scary video game.
Okay.
It's good.
Or should we say Hit a Goblin Cave? Are they playing?
They're playing D&D.
Alright, yeah, let's go say Hit to them because they're playing D&D.
Okay.
So thank you so much everybody for hanging out. Check out the new Discord. It's specifically set up for the stream. So if you want to go in there and hang out and talk about what's going on with the Golden Company and this tangled web we are weaving, then please do so. Thank you so much for sticking through the technical complications earlier today.
Yeah, it was a tricky
And
time.
hopefully that won't happen again for some time. It looks like it's pretty much shook out now, so. Yeah, good to see you,
Just
Shades.
one.
Thank you so much. Everybody have a good night.
Yep. Good night.
Why did you delete Flume?
Like what you
Flume's had enough of this shit.
I had enough of
It's like I died twice and I got fit to go. Like, you know, I'm going back playing my loot.
Yeah, this adventuring shit's for the birds.
I'm here to kill a bard and go home, okay?
As in one shot, because our normal game is not happening. It has been, the rolling has been totally Keystone Cops. Every time I roll a critical,